If you're struggling to achieve your goals, then don't tell anyone about your goals. The reason you don't want to tell anyone about your goals is because when you tell other people about what you're doing, what you're planning on doing, what you're researching, what you want to do, it sets off the dopamine receptors in your body, the feel good chemicals, so that it tells your body, tells your mind that you're already achieving something. And so it takes the pressure away from the thing that you want to achieve. Now, some people thrive on this, telling other people, and they go out and achieve the goals. But if you're the kind of person who's going out and telling people, starting, but then not really getting too far, well, now maybe you should try a different thing. Maybe now you should try not telling anyone and just do the things that it takes to get the results you want, not tell anyone, and let your results, let your progress tell the story for you. If you want something different in life, then you have to do things differently. If you struggle with the same sorts of things over and over and over, well, then why don't you try a different method, a different style, a different technique? And that's why you should not tell anybody about your goals. I used to tell everybody about my goals, and that did work for me sometimes. And then other times, it was just really a great idea, and I didn't really follow through, and I didn't do the actions that I needed to do to achieve the things that I wanted to achieve. So instead, you do the thing that it takes to achieve the goals. So for example, if you want to lose weight, don't tell your family, your friends, and coworkers and strangers that you're losing weight or you're trying a specific diet, because here's what's going to happen. You're going to start you're going to have this idea, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to get to my ideal weight. I want to get healthy, fit, maybe even want to get a six pack again. Then you're going to go tell people, I'm starting this new diet. I'm starting this new program, whatever you want to call it. Name your health, fitness, diet program. And inevitably, people are going to say, you know what? I tried that. It doesn't work. I've known people that have tried that. It doesn't work. You know what, honey? You're perfect just the way you are. Well, you're not perfect the way you are if you're not happy with how you are and who you are at the moment. And so fixing that part of your life that you're not happy with, that will help you to become more perfect. You may be more perfect than your mom's eyes or your dad's eyes, but if you don't feel perfect to yourself, then go change the thing that makes you feel imperfect, that makes you feel less than the person you want to feel like, the want to be. And so start doing the thing you're going to do. You don't have to tell anyone. Just start eating a little better. Just start exercising a little bit more. Then just start doing whatever it is that it takes to get to the goal you want. If you want to start a new business, don't tell other people you're starting a new business. Just start it. Your family and your friends most likely aren't your customers anyway. And even if they are your customers, you still have to get to the point where you can get sales or sell products or get consulting gigs or whatever you're doing. You still have to get to that point where strangers will hire you or buy the things that you're selling. So even if you're starting your own business, there's no reason to tell your family or your friends, just go out and do it. And if you can get strangers to buy your product or to hire you to do something, then you know you have a viable product. Family and friends buying stuff from you isn't necessarily proof that you have a successful concept, that you have a proven concept that's going to prove to be successful financially. And that's what businesses are for. Other than your own personal satisfaction, they're also there to make money. And so go and create the business, let your progress, let your proof, let your sales show what you're doing. And then other people will find out about it. And now you'll already have the success, and you won't have the naysayers. You won't have the doubters. You won't have the dream stealers. You won't have the cynics that are telling you, oh, it won't work. And even if they do tell you it won't work, you'll fail, you'll do something else, you'll already have a proven track record of success. You'll have irrefutable proof that it's already working before the naysayers can take the wind out of your sails and have you fail before you start. The other reason you don't tell people that what you're going to do, keep the goals to yourself, don't tell anyone about your goals, is because when you tell somebody about your goal, that's perceived progress, that you're actually achieving something when you're not really achieving anything. Like a lot of people, they do research and they do planning and they set goals and they create outlines and they do all these things in preparation to do the thing they want to do instead of actually doing the thing they want to do. And so that's perceived progress. They're not actually making any progress. Yes, some research has to be done. Yes, some planning has to be done. But you're much better off taking the action and letting the results you get from that action give you the feedback that you need so that you can course correct. So there's, this whole idea that you have to have everything planned before you can take action is not true most of the time. What's true is taking the action, trying it, finding out if it works. If it works, you keep doing more of it. If it doesn't work, you stop doing that thing and you do something else and finding the success. Because no matter how much you plan, no matter how great your business model is, no matter how many consultants that you've hired, no matter how much you've gone to the research and done all of this stuff before the work actually starts, no matter how much you've done, none of that matters until you start taking the action and get actual feedback from customers, from the market, from your product, whatever you create. You have to get the feedback to find it. So if you want different results, then do the thing you need to do so that you start getting those different results. This could be in your relationship too. If your marriage is struggling or your relationship is struggling, well, what are you doing different now that you did before when the relationship was great? So when first started dating your spouse, you were going out nice places, you were going to the movie theater, you were going on trips, you were buying flowers, or you were doing other things. You're doing all these things that help that person feel the way they feel about you. But then after a while, a lot of times these things stop happening, and then the relationship starts to fall apart and you start to drift apart. But if you kept doing those things that made the relationship great in the beginning, then that relationship will continue to stay great. And you might be saying, oh, no, you can't do all that stuff all the time. You can't constantly be doing all those things. It takes so much energy and work. Yeah, it does. It takes energy and work. And it doesn't have to be at the same level, but you have to keep putting in the same sorts of effort that's going to create that same level of intimacy, that same level of connection, that same level of conversation, making that person feel like that person is the most important person in your life, because that person should be. And so if you keep doing similar things to when you were dating, you'll keep that up. When you are healthy and fit and you are now not healthy and fit and you're overweight and you want to get back to it, well, what did you do before that kept you healthy and fit? We'll start doing those things now. But this whole idea of telling people, posting on social media, every day there's programs out there that you post on social media. That is a good thing to do sometimes. And that can work very, very well, to have a community of people rooting you on. It could also be a good way of self-accountability, posting it onto social media, what you're doing. You have these programs like 75 Hard and these other ones where you have to post every single day, and that's part of the program. That can work well towards accountability, outside accountability and self-accountability. But sometimes you just need to shut up, get quiet, sit at your computer, or go into the garage, do the work, whatever it is you want to do. Sometimes you just have to go out and do it without telling anyone. And then as you're getting results, then they will speak for themselves. Your results will speak for you. I remember a while back, I saw somebody that I hadn't seen in, a bunch of years, maybe 10 years or so. And I was looking at him. I haven't seen him in a long time. I was like, man, you look different. I can't figure out what it is. Like, did you cut your hair? And he's like, no, I haven't cut my hair. I was like, you shaved? Like, no, I haven't. I've always looked like this. It's like, what's different with you? I was like, well, we haven't seen each other in a while. I was like, yeah, no, I get it. It's like, I've lost 75 pounds. I was like, holy cow, that's it. I never really saw him as the person that he was. I just, I said he was a friend, and that was it. I never really thought about his weight or how big or how small he was. But then when I saw him again, I was like, wow, there's something different. And that was the thing, is that he had lost the weight. But more than that, what I saw that was different about him was the energy, the happiness, the self, he liked himself, he loved himself, that self-confidence, that self-worth. That was the real difference. That's what I was going after. The weight loss, that was just part of that journey. But the real benefit of it, not only having the healthy, fit body, was the person he became inside, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, psychologically, all of these things. That was the real goal. That was the real benefit, even if that wasn't the goal he set out to achieve originally. Maybe he only went out to lose 75 pounds, but the result in the end was his internal self-worth, his self-confidence, that he enjoyed himself more. He liked the way he looked more, and he became the person that he wanted to be. And sometimes that means telling the world about it and giving progress updates. But sometimes if that doesn't work for you, maybe you just need to kind of go into monk mode and achieve those things and let the results speak for you. Go get the results. Go lose the weight. Go make the $1 million. Go start the side business. Go start dating after marriage. Go create a great relationship with your kids. Go start that hobby. Build that old Mustang that you want, or the old muscle car. Go do the thing that you want to do and stop telling people about everything. We don't have to live our lives on social media. We don't. We just don't have to live our lives on social media. A lot of times we're better off not living it on social media at all and just getting the results and being happy and becoming the person that we want to become. Hey, if you haven't joined me yet in Unstoppable Community, go ahead, click the link below. It is the unstoppablemorning.com, where I walk you through a morning plan that will help you get clarity on the goals that you want to achieve, how to achieve them, and then take the steps to achieve them, all in a short morning routine that's going to get you in the best shape of your life, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. Going to get you in the best shape of your life to achieve the things that you want to achieve, to become the kind of person that you want to become. See you in the next video, and see you in Unstoppable Community. unstoppablemorning.com.